most of the time I've known what I'm going to get because I have quite a stable workload to some degree. You know, I teach most of the techniques classes, and I have for many years. But what can happen is that you contrast that classroom experience and superimpose it against the behind-the-scenes contract, you know, the business part behind the scenes for sessional faculty. And, you know, over these 24 years, 5 times I have had a course taken from me by a full-time faculty member. And every single time that it happens, it is jarring. You feel a loss because this isn't just a job. This is my work. This is my profession. This isn't just about the money, but I need the money to live and pay my bills. You know, and recently we have now. You have to remember, the massage program is unique, I think, to many programs. We have 1 full-time faculty, and everyone else on staff is a sessional faculty member.
Right. So most of them are precarious.
Yes, yes. Yeah. But a lot of these people have been here for many, many years. Some of our most recent faculty members have been there as long as 12 or 13 years. So there is a very strong, committed core that have provided that base for this program, in some cases for decades.
And you've been there for 24 years.
Yes, and there's a couple people that I think that have been there even a year longer than me. You know, I mean, that's commitment, and mostly because, you know, we helped build this program. We nurtured it from the ground up. When we started, there wasn't a lot to work with. Yeah. You could barely find a book on massage therapy.
So you've been doing it for 24 years. Why haven't they ever offered you a permanent job?
Well, this is an interesting story, actually. You know, for years, probably the last 15 years, I've heard, you know, Sandra, we're hoping to develop and get permission to open up another full-time faculty position, and you'll be the perfect candidate for that job. And that has always been the dangled carrot. And I went and saw the previous dean and said, hey, when is this going to happen? Because I keep getting promised this possible position that I could apply for. And guess what? It never happened.
Right.
It just never came to light. There's always been some budgetary restriction, or, you know, we're not allowed to hire anymore, or whatever. And
there's always an excuse.
There's always an excuse, and trust me, our program is always full.
Under the new contract.
Under the new contract.
There's no grids anymore.
No, there's no grids. We'll be locked in at a flat rate indefinitely, and so. For like I have a degree, so I'm in the undergraduate degree grid, and it came in at 3 different levels, and I'm at the top tier because I've been there for so long.
Right.
So
what happens to your pay?
My pay takes in excess of 22% pay cut. So I go from getting paid $6,670 per year per class.
Per course.
Yeah, and that's I teach for 60 hours. So that's a 60-hour block that I teach. I'm going to lose between this year's, my new teaching mandate this year, and next year I'm going to lose $10,455.82. And my overall paycheck will drop down to, including my holiday pay, next year, $36,977.78.
And this new contract is from an administration which talks about social sustainability,
yes.
social equity.
Yeah, and you know,
this is from a faculty association which is supposed to represent your interests.
Yes. Well, and
people like you and me are the majority of people teaching at that university.
Yes.
And yet it is not properly representing your interests.
No. And I mean, the excuse was that, you know, they had so much money to work with this year, and that everybody had to get something. And the lower tiered sessional faculty did see financial increases. But it makes me feel like, even though they say this is not so, that I help pay for that. Now, what organization, because after all, we are in the business of education, this is a business, would take money away from their most senior members? It is such a poor business plan.
And what faculty association, which is bargaining
would
on
endorse
your behalf,
that? Would endorse that?
Would endorse that?
Yeah, I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense to me.
And you're aware that this faculty association removed or made it difficult for the only sessional on their contract,
Right.
on their bargaining committee,
Yes.
to be part of the bargaining committee.
Yes.
And you're aware that they held a vote at a time when 80% of our
Yes.
members, according to
Could not
the
vote.
faculty association's
Yeah.
definition of member, could not vote.
Well, and they recently changed that definition of member, which is really sad, so that it became somewhat exclusionary.
Would you think about leaving?
I am not taking this pay cut.
You're not taking it,
I will not take this pay cut.
so you won't come back.
I will not come back.
So you've got a job here. You
I will.
all the time you've been teaching
Jerry-
in this area,
Jerry-
you've also been practicing it on the side.
If I take this pay cut, then I agree that it's okay. And this is not okay on any level. I will, and I have done, and I love my job. I will disrespect myself to a point that I will not be able to look myself in the mirror. I can't take this pay cut. It's selling myself out, and it's selling everything I believe in out.
That's very sad.
It's pathetic. It's gut-wrenching. It's like a death. It is a death.